bitey cold. That's better. Snacks. Hi, you're covered in hay. Are you rolling in your food? It looks like it. Ma'am, it looks like it. It looks like you were rolling in your food. Next. Alright. Go right there. That's my mitten. She's like, and I'll eat your fucking sausage fingers too. Stop taking my mitten. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Would you like moon pie? Crunch. And crunch. Swiss cake roll? No. Moon pie? Moon pie? Yeah. There's my baby! Yeah. Would you like your snacks? You want your bucket? Okay. Here's my good pumpkin. Thank you, Deborah. Good morning. Baby pumpkin and cinnamon being like, get to the snack. Are there buckets still in the back of the truck?
No, they're inside there. Probably on the chair.
Left one like the dumbest comment yesterday because Chris took a picture of like our sliding glass window or door, I should say, and like showing how deep the snow is, right? And we had like crazy. Did she write, ma'am? Come here, pumpkin. Here you go, babe. And there's still a bunch of feed in here. Anyway, so we got like 20 inches of snow a couple days ago, and 2 days ago we got another 20 inches on top of that, and that's on top of the snow that was already there. He's like, yeah, those are just snow drifts. There's probably 2 inches of snow on the ground. I'm like, there's more than 2 inches of ice underneath all of that, but okay. I just love people who are like, I'm an expert. Hi, pumpkin. Yeah, experts everywhere. She left most of her sweet feed in her bucket, so that kind of worked out for little pumpkin. Plus, I still have a packet of snacks. Are you happy, little pumpkin? This is the longest you guys have spent on buckets. Whoop, you heard me. That head picks up. Well, you're nice and insulated. You're all frosty. Little pumpkin. Really making sure that bucket's empty, pumpkin. He likes it. I'm surprised she hasn't come running over. She will. He just looks at me at this point. He's like, Mom, more. Show me them packets.
shovel real quick.
What?
Just shovel real quick. I'm gonna clean all this out. Mama's got snacks, right? Just chill out.
She's like, I know, get the fuck out of my way.
Thank you. What's up, baby?
Come here. Where's Cinnamon? Cinnamon. Hey. Cinnamon. Cinnamon. Cinnamon.
Good?
Yeah.
Fresh ladders in there.
Pumpkins and eggs and breakfast with a little bit of pieces in there.
Bring the front load and get this hunk out of here.
I was going to say, otherwise it's going to be a problem getting bales in and out. All right, let's go get warm. Hey, Ronald. Hey, Ernie. Oh, now I talk to you guys about yesterday. Let me get all this gear off. I'm tired. That's a lot of snow to move. And vehicles to dig out. Let's just say, hi Tanker. Let's just say, at one point, Chris yelled at me. He's like, stop. I don't need you telling me I told you so every time. And I spun around being like, then stop making me fucking say it. So, yesterday, you guys saw, I was trying to back the truck in, wasn't working. I'm like, nope, gonna get stuck. So I pulled out. My idea was go get the ATV plow, make, it'd take longer. Well, no, it would have been faster to like do a few passes to make a nice drivable path so that I could get the Nissan back to where the plow truck was stuck.
Did you put fire in the wood in the fireplace?
Yes.
Or the boiler?
Yeah.
Did you fill it?
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
Why?
Then like, at first I was nervous. I opened it up like it's
It
full.
was empty.
Like, fuck.
I went out to the chickens, and when I came back, I filled it because
All right.
it was running.
Thank you.
Anyway, so I was like, my idea was, let me get the ATV plow and make a path. Chris is like, no, let's just drive through it.
Wait, there's something in my pocket.
Yeah.
Like I can one in his pocket.
Oh
too.
yeah, you could shove it right up your ass. So he gets the truck stuck. It took an hour and a half to dig it out, and had to go get the ATV plow and the side-by-side after all. Use the side-by-side to help pull that out. So then use the ATV to make a path to get back to the plow truck.
I broke the cable on the fucking...
Broke the cable on the side-by-side, but I don't like cables anyway, so good reason to buy a rope. Anyway, but we did get the plow truck out. Well, we got it out, but then Chris is like, let me redirect. So he slams the truck all the way forward, gets it stuck again. And I'm like, why did you do that?
It almost turned into a snowball fight.
Yeah, you would have been eating shit. My snowballs would have been from cinnamon, you know.
Nice colored ones.
That are hard as rocks. So got the plow truck out again, and then pulled everything out, and yeah, I was like, I'm going back to the house because I need a break. And then he got stuck again. So cue me walking out in my house coat, being like, the ray flames on the side of my face. Lesson learned, maybe. No. It was not learned. But yeah, it was really funny because at one point, it wasn't funny at the time because I could tell Chris was pissed. He's like, I don't need you telling me I told you so all the time. And I spun around and I was like, well, stop making me fucking say it.
I almost tackled your ass at that point.
It would have been all out like, you know. Elbows.
Yeah, I'm pissed off at the world because I'm not happy about getting stuck. And then all of a sudden I say, I told you so. I'm like, ooh.
I didn't know. I was like, I told you that. And then you were pissed. Because, like, one, you tried to put in the cable in the, like, through the side. And I was like, no, that was going to fall out. Put it through the windshield. It was like, it'll be fine. It fell out. And you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I'm like, I told you.
Uh-huh.
No, don't make me say it. Listen to me the first time. I'm like, the truck is going to get stuck if you go in that way. And what happened? He got stuck. So. So what did we learn from yesterday?
Nothing.
Continue to not listen to my wife. That's what we learned. So, hi everybody. So anyway, I think I could just tell it was just going to be a day. It was. We didn't finish getting everything unstuck until 12:33 is when I walked into the house. And then I still had to get him unstuck again. So I think Chris's thing to fix, and you know what, it has fixed some problems. He's like, you know what, full throttle.
It worked on the driveway that time.
It worked on the driveway that time. But like when I was trying to back the Nissan in, I was like, nope, it's not going to work here. There's too many trees. We already have one truck that's stuck. If we get this one stuck, it's going to be a nightmare getting out. And was it a nightmare getting it out?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So I was just like, let's not do that. And Chris is like, nah, full send. And I'm like, full send into immediately getting stuck. So that would have been, I bet, Patricia. Yeah, she said that hearing that story makes her miss her husband more. And it's like, yeah, like, I'm sure in the future I'd be like, man, I miss him, that son of a bitch. Oh man, I miss getting everything stuck in the snow when he could have just listened to me. Oh man, wow. Look at all these unstuck vehicles. If Chris were here, he'd fix that. I can't believe 4 times. I could see 2 maybe. Yeah. LOL. Push that, Scorpio.
You see her laughing in about 2 fucking minutes.
You can laugh now. Although my body is tired. Nothing makes you more tired than shoveling that amount of snow. Like, my goodness. Right, Patricia? See, Patricia said I was right.
All you ladies could go, you know what? Are you on TikTok or YouTube?
Or on YouTube.
You go suck my balls.
Poor Chris from now on. Remember that time you got both our trucks stuck?
Oh, trust me. See, that's one thing. My wife has the most impeccable memory.
I do.
She'll bring up something from 6 years ago and then spell it out to me with the fucking utmost detail. Remember this? I'm like, I'm trying not to. I'm really not trying to remember.
Like, no. Let me remind you of excruciating detail. Oh yeah, so learning curve for Chris. We've been married for 6 years. Nothing has been learned. But man, I'm just tired because the way the Nissan was stuck, the way I was inching it back is because like there was 20 inches of snow and then another 20 inches on top of it. You know, so like
the whole chassis was hung up.
Yeah, the whole chassis was just being propped up by a bunch of snow. So we had to get shovels to dig out all 4 tires and then start chipping away at all the snow that was holding up the chassis. So like cue both of us underneath the truck, like just pulling snow out. And once that got moved, it was fine. Also, that rubber mat like is the best way.
Should we just keep that?
Yeah, keep it.
I'll throw it in the back of one of the truck.
Yeah. So we have this rubber mat. It's like one of those anti-fatigue mats. And we keep it in the back of the side-by-side so things don't roll around. It just gives...
Not anymore.
Yeah, it kind of got tore up. But we were like, hang on. We still weren't getting traction because obviously spinning the tires just created like a bunch of ice underneath the tires. So we put that rubber anti-fatigue mat down underneath one of the tires, and we had the side-by-side hooked up, and that fucker came right out after an hour and a half. So, but then after we dug out the Nissan, then we had to go do the same thing and dig out the plow truck. So, snapped the cable doing that. I'm so glad. There's a reason why I don't use chains, but also I really don't like metal cables either. And thankfully when it snapped, it went underneath the side-by-side instead of in through the windshield. So still, never know. So he ordered a replacement rope. I like rope because when that snaps, although they can do some damage, if you've seen
it. It's not like unaliving you.
Yeah, they could do that too. I've seen enough maritime videos of
Oh, if
ropes
it's a
just
thick
like.
rope. If it's a, got
Oh,
some
it doesn't
heavy
even
weight.
have to be thick. Like, you know, with enough tension, anything is a whip.
Like, mother, give me another.
Oh God! Like there was this one like Coast Guard that you have to watch all these like safety
Safety
videos, yeah, of people's legs just being.
Oh, well, some of the stuff they use too, the heavy rope and chain and whatnot.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I see when they drop anchor, people getting hung up on that chain and like literally tearing them apart.
Yeah, they're like those things. There's no stopping them, and you're certainly not. Not even a kink. All right. Yeah, so we were pretty far from the house, Corydale, so we're working with what we had. Well, we get to see Chris eat eggs, fresh farm eggs for the first time.
Oh, I didn't do it. I'm not hungry yet. Won't be this morning. Be later today.
He's like, I'm not hungry yet. You're always hungry.
I just ate a half hour ago, 45 minutes. Trying to motivate myself to shower.
Well, it was something this morning. Let's set a goal. Maybe tomorrow. Hang on.
Oh, I thought I got a snow blow and plow again.
Yeah.
There's some crazy drifts now going down the driveway.
Yeah.
Like I won't. If I don't do that, I won't get out with the little scoot.
Zebra snack. How far are the cows from the house? About a quarter of a mile. It's not too far. I even
I mapped it
suggested.
out. It's just over a quarter mile.
I told Chris yesterday, I was like, maybe in the winter we can move them into the yard. We'll just put up a temporary fence, and then they could just, all the animals could just be right out here in the yard, just so it's just like, but I know Cinnamon would be at the doorstep every day.
And the chickens. I mean, they're all moochers. They'd all literally be pecking at the door,
Hey,
banging the door. Hey, it's 6 a.m. Where the fuck are our snacks?
yeah.
Oh,
Wakey,
you're
wakey.
asleep? Well, that's okay, because we're not. You better get your ass up.
Wakey, wakey. I know you're in there, and I know you got snacks.
If it wasn't for our dogs, I'd say let's do it.
Yeah.
But it would be sheer chaos with our dogs. Every time we let the dogs out to go pee, it'd be like, let's chase the cows. Let's chase the chickens.
Hey, Patty. Oh, that's really cute that you say comments like that when you have no profile picture. So at least the rest of us have enough confidence to say shit with our full chest. So I missed the live, but watched it back later. Oh my God, the snow is deep. Yes, very deep.
Not according to Pilot, whatever they.
Whatever. Yeah, I know.
Pilot
oh
Craig. Oh, what do you mean? It's only 2 inches of snow with drifts.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some guy left a comment on Chris's video from yesterday being like, yeah, that's probably 2 inches of snow with drifts. He said 2 inches.
Yeah. Well, he's used to everyone telling him it's only 2 inches.
Yeah.
So you kind of probably got confused.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. All the animals would be lined up at the windows with big sad eyes. Stop.
Oh, I am sitting. Let me grab. No, I'll do it later. Fuck, I'll do it later.
Let's see.
On my computer.
I love the timeout option.
That person still saying stuff.
Just got, well, we were just kind of going over the horrors of yesterday, so, but, yeah, the snow drifts wouldn't amount to half that snow if it was only 2 inches. Exactly. Also, I think the roof over the wood pile is a pretty good indication of around about how much snow we got, but a lot of it got knocked off because of all the high winds we've had.
You want to see some drifts? I should take you around our property because there's some drifts that are in excess of 8 to 10 feet.
Yeah.
Maybe when we go snowmobiling later, we'll plow through a couple of them.
Oh God, snowmobiling, we're gonna get stuck. It's gonna be deep. It's gonna.
If we get stuck, it's staying there till spring. Well, the sleds, it's a true full send or no send. As soon as you slow down, you're fucked.
I know. We're located in northern Maine.
I think the lower half of the property should be good because I did ride a broke trail
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah, I think that'll be fine. It's just
Going up's going to be a little bit hairy
right. That's gonna be
because
rough.
it's probably.
And I know you're saying you think going downhill is gonna be easier. No, I actually slid into trees more so going down than up. Like up, I'm fine.
It's harder to steer. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Going down,
I have to use my body to do it.
but the thing is, going uphill, if you don't hit it right, you're gonna not only gonna get
I have no.
pushed off the trail, but you're gonna
Yeah.
get buried.
Yeah.
We'll make it.
It's gonna be. I gotta be careful because like I'm still tired from yesterday.
Yeah. Well, we can wait till tomorrow.
Well, like I don't mind going. I just the more technical path maybe skip today. Give me one more day of recovery because we're gonna get stuck.
Well, that's the thing. So maybe I'll just ride down below.
I'm just saying, like I don't mind taking the logging road since that's a straight shot up. It's just this one right here since there's all of those turns that are on hills. Like that's gonna
that's a scary one.
we're definitely gonna get stuck. Yeah, it's definitely chest deep right now. So. It's a lot.
You go to town and get the fuck back.
I'll text you a list. But yeah, so yesterday was strenuous. Not even done. Still have to shovel off the balcony and a couple other things, but yeah, well that was the other day when the cows escaped. We got more snow on top of that, so we got another almost 2 feet on top of that snow. So it's up there. Yeah, snowmobiling is exhausting. People don't, well, I mean, if you're like on a mountain sled doing like technical stuff, if you're just like on the ITS, I mean, it's mostly straight shot and, you know, not a lot of body English. But when you're in deep snow on our trails, which are a little more technical, like I get off my sled like sweating. How much snow do we have total now? Well, let's see. Here's that window. So, I'm 5'3". And the wind's been blowing, so that should give you kind of an idea. There we go. That's a little more. Another, I don't know, not even 2 feet. It'll be over my head. We're there. And he actually cleared off back there. So that got, he took the snowblower through there twice, and then that's what the wind did. So, it's, let's see. Actually, you could kind of, if you guys look at the roof over there we go. See, over the woodshed? Now, you got to think, so that's a couple feet of snow right there, but we've had like 50-mile-an-hour winds over the past, all day yesterday and all last night. So that blew a bunch of snow off of there. So it's pretty deep. Snow's deep. But I love it. Love it. I just need to recover after cleaning it, and then you can go have fun because it's not going anywhere. The thing is, like living further south, like in Pennsylvania, you had to enjoy it immediately because within a day or two it would melt down because we'd get a warm up, or because of all the salt and the dirt they throw on the roads, it looks like absolute diarrhea everywhere. So, oh, that sucks, Sarah. The trail behind you could actually ski on it. You'd probably definitely hit a tree. Yeah, so it's over Candy's head. Candy she'd be gone, lost in the yard. We'd dig her out in the spring. 4'9", yeah. Do the hearts help you on here? Honestly, not, the hearts are good, but actually liking the video is even better. So like when you come out of the chat and you see like the thumbs up, thumbs down, share, report, clip, you know, that sort of thing, clicking the thumbs up helps. So that. I'm sure the hearts help in some way. Super chats help. Gifting helps. All of that is located next to the chat bar at the bottom of your screen. Down here. Down here. There's one that looks like a little gift box. There's one that looks like a $1 bill. The $1 bill one is super chats. The gifts are like animated gifts. Sharing, watching later. So if you ever miss a live, rewatching it after the fact, even though obviously you're not interacting with me live time, that also helps. Yes, thank you, Ashley Joe. The 3 dots in the corner, you can also like and share. So, Kayla, is this more snow than when your first snow? No, we don't have more snow yet. By the end of my first year, when like there was a screenshot of me walking on the driveway and the snow drifts were probably like 3 feet over my head. So we haven't beat my first winter yet. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you for that thumbs up gift. How does Burr do in the untouched snow? So it was really funny yesterday. Before Chris plowed the driveway, Burr went out, he disappeared. Chris called for him and you just saw like the tips of his ears as like a little periscope going through the snow. And just kind of like, you'd see like snow like kind of moving. So, and now he's not really spending any time in the driveway. We let him out to go potty, and you guys have seen him before. Like he'll run around and be like, play keep away and stuff. No, he runs immediately inside. So, thank you, Ronald. Thank you for the coffee. Coffee time. We love coffee time. Yesterday was something, though. That was awful. And hopefully Chris learned his lesson. Maybe. Chris almost got in a fight. So this was after the live feed ended. We got the trucks unstuck. He drove, had to take a couple trips. I had to bring the Nissan up here. He drove me back down. I brought the side-by-side up, drove back down, brought the ATV up. And then he was like, hey, I'm going to go finish plowing the driveway. I'm like, great. So I came inside. I hear the driveway alarm ding, and I'm like, okay. So he cleared that. I hear it dinging a couple times because he's going up and down. But then on his way down, it did a ding. And then, thank you, Kim. Thank you for the super chat. And then he didn't come up for a while. I'm like, he's probably like digging out the mailbox. Well, he comes back up and he's like, I almost got in a fist fight. And I'm like, what? Nobody's here. Well, you know, when you get a lot of snow, snowmobilers from all over, like just come up and drove. Well, I guess on Chris's first pass down the driveway, he gets towards the bottom and there's like 3 trucks all parked in our driveway, just sitting there and like blocking our driveway. They're like all like side by side, windows down, they're talking to each other. So Chris is like in the plow truck and you know what, momentum's your friend. So he like slows down and he kind of like waits for a second. They look at him and then go back to talking. So then he taps his horn and he's like, what? He's like, get out of my driveway. They're like, oh, we're just waiting for our buddy so we could load up our snowmobiles. Chris is like, well, you don't have to do it in my fucking driveway. But our house is like, our road, not all the houses are, a lot of them are seasonal. So a lot of the driveways aren't plowed. Like people won't come here in the winter. Like there's a lot of like really nice houses that people only use in the summer. There's a handful of us that live on this road and obviously plow our driveways. And so they're basically being like, we're not going to move until our friends get here so we can load up our snowmobiles. And Chris is like, if you don't fucking move, I'm going to plow you in. So get the fuck out of my driveway. And so they begrudgingly, like, this was at the bottom, Amanda. This was by the mailbox. So this was at the very bottom. But like, I wouldn't have just pulled into some random person's driveway. You know, I wouldn't have done that. And plus there's so many, they picked the middle of our road. They could have done it at the end, at the beginning of the ITS, or they could have done it at the beginning of the road where the gas station for all the snowmobiles are, because a lot of people load and unload there. Anyway, so they begrudgingly moved their trucks, but just in the road in front of our driveway, which obviously has walls of snow because of the state trucks. You guys saw, if you were on the live with me and I drove you guys down there, you saw the state truck goes through. You can't really park on the shoulder. There is no shoulder. It is a wall of snow. So they park right across from our driveway, which doesn't really leave a lot of room to even get in and out of the driveway, let alone plow. So Chris is like, whatever. So he like pushes snow and then he starts backing up and the guy starts screaming. He's like, whoa, 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 whoa. You're gonna hit my truck. And Chris is like, then don't fucking park there, idiot. Like, and so finally they decided to leave. Like, yeah, I'm not going to park in someone's driveway and argue about it. Yeah. I have a governor's driveway. People will pull in and park, and it makes me the bad person when I tell them the signs everywhere. Yeah, that's weird. Wait, what's a governor's driveway? I have to look it up because I don't know. I'm sure, like, once I see it, governor's driveway. Oh, the circuit. Oh, I would. Yeah, that would definitely be one that I would stay away from. Okay. Yeah. Right? I mean, it's fucking weird. And plus, I think it should be a little more like apparent not to park there because it is a plowed driveway. Well, it wasn't plowed yet. It were, I mean, it was, you could tell it had previously been plowed, had not been plowed yet with the current snowfall. So, but people are entitled. I don't get that. And they actually went out of their way to do that because there's no trailhead around our driveway. I mean, you can access the trail through if you go through our property, but that's why our property is posted. So we only access the trail to the ITS that way. But there's no entrance to the ITS until you get to the end of the road and at the beginning of the road. So you either get on the ITS at the gas station at the beginning of the road, or you get on the ITS at the end of the road where the road ends. And there's no in between. So these guys like waiting for their buddies to bring their snowmobiles. One, they'd be driving illegally on the road to get to our driveway. And like, why didn't they just load up at the beginning of or the end of the ITS? It makes no fucking difference. I mean, like, it makes no sense to me. Like, beginning and wherever you got off of the ITS, leave your sleds there and pick them up there. Like, I had one guy take a lunch break in my driveway, refused to move. My husband was on his way home, so blocked him in our driveway and called the cops. That's amazing. Good for you, Sarah. What did the cops say? The ITS is the interstate trail system. So that it's like the highway for snowmobiles. So it only kind of exists during snowmobile season. Parts of it you can access with ATVs and side-by-sides. However, there's other parts of the ITS that are just for snowmobiles. There's a couple of those here that in the off season you can't touch them with ATVs and side-by-sides. But yeah, so for them to like come to the very center of our road to try to load up their snowmobiles, they made more work for themselves because I know there's snow drifts by the gas station and by the end of the road. So like, I don't know why our driveway was so fucking special. Yeah, so many people don't have respect. And also, if I had pulled into someone's driveway and I see them coming with a plow, you wouldn't have to even roll down your window. I would have had it in reverse, pulling out like, nope, I'm obviously in the wrong place. I'm sorry. You wouldn't even have to ask me to move. I would just be moving, I charged a guy $200 for parking overnight in my driveway. Good for you. Did they actually pay it? Kim, they built a big ass subdivision right beside us and they will pull on my property for their utility box. Weird. Oh my gosh. Of course, they weren't people from here. See, that's the thing. I understand why people from Maine don't like outsiders because they do shit like that. But it's not just Maine. I lived, for people who are new here and don't know me, I've kind of lived all over, specifically in tourist locations. I lived in Key West. I lived in Savannah, Georgia. I've lived in places where it gets nonstop tourism because they're kind of warm and tropical. You can go to the beach any day of the year. And I can say, I can verify, like just with my own two eyes, just experience it, that the people that come to snowmobile in Maine who aren't from here, or at least from Aroostook, are no different from the people that go to Key West or Savannah on vacation. They think, this is my vacation. I spent all this money. I took my time off. I'm going to do what I want. And for whatever reason, people on vacation, not everyone, but a lot of people will go to vacation spots and think rules don't apply to them. They do things that they wouldn't normally do at home, you know? I experienced it a lot in Key West. And, you know, in this situation with the driveway, obviously, same thing. People who aren't from here thinking they probably wouldn't do that in their hometown. But they're thinking, I'm here and I don't know what else to do, or this is just convenient for me now. And I wouldn't normally do this, but I'm going to do it because I'm on vacation. You know, I spent all this money. I drove all this way. Yeah. Sarah kicked him out. We were going to fine for trespassing, wanted to prove a point. His attitude quickly changed when my husband showed up and blocked him in. At that time, we didn't have signs up. Now we do. Cops said we just need a license plate on camera and they'll find them. Done it several times already. Good for you, Sarah. Yeah, exactly. I paid for what I want to do. Exactly. They didn't pay me. That's the thing, though. Love snowmobiling in Maine. I spent summers growing up on a lake in Maine. Awesome, sled. It is amazing up here to snowmobile. I get that. I would just never, I would stay off of somebody's driveway in their private property and not block them in. And when they asked me to move, I wouldn't argue about it. So I don't like tourists. I don't like a lot of tourists just because, like, after living in several tourist cities, you couldn't pay me to live in a big tourist area again. I get up here gets a lot of tourism, not the same. Like on Key West, that island is 3 miles by 1.5 miles. It's a very small island for a cruise ship to drop off 5,000 passengers. So it's worse in places like this. Up here, you don't notice it too much because the tourism they get, everybody's out in the woods. Everybody's on the ITS. They're not like in the way. So, except for yesterday in the driveway. So, Shelby, we're very friendly if you're nice and respectful, but most people that are on vacation are not. Yes, and that is my point. There is this weird mentality that people have on vacation of, I do what I want, I'm on vacation, this is special. Like, I feel like they'll be more rude, and they think everyone needs to be accommodating because, like, they're on vacation, so.
Camera angle?
Yeah, I'll change it. Okay, naked man. Yes, I burned my brush and they called the fire department. I hate the subdivision and the homeowners. That's crazy. Ugh. Yeah, the less people are around, the happier I am. Same. I'm so much happier with my chickens and my cows. So they moved to the county and should have stayed in the city. Oh man, my father-in-law lives in Emden, Maine. That's cool. And I'm not, like, obviously I did the thing. I'm not from Maine and I moved up here, but I feel like because I have experienced so much of like the weird tourism mentality and outsider vacationer mentality, that I'm very, very careful about how I go around out in public. Like I do my best not to inconvenience anyone, and I will get out of my way or get out of other people's way so that, I'm not inconveniencing them. I will search all over the store before asking where something is. Like, you have to admit, it is kind of funny to see cars that are stuck in Maine because they tried to turn around on the ITS trails last year. Oh, and I never saw the update. Last year, a semi truck pulled onto the ITS thinking that it was.
Someone just did that.
It just happened again?
Well, with a plow truck.
Ooh, with a plow truck?
Well, I don't think they were plowing. They're just like,
Oh,
they're like, oh, let's go down this fucking
yeah.
trail.
That's
And
not.
they got fucking buried.
Yeah, like the trails are like, no. But last year I saw, it was on Facebook, someone, a semi truck driver with a full load, drove onto the ITS 4 miles and then finally got stuck. Because I guess he kept going, trying to find places to turn around. And I guess he did end up trying to turn around, got stuck, and everybody's just like, it's going to be here till spring. So.
That's when I would just leave it there.
Well, they did. They couldn't get it out. Like, it was so far back on the ITS, and he tried to turn around. He just got it stuck. And, like, there's not a lot of machines that can get out there and get traction to get that
You
out.
need like one of those major timber machines with those monster tires and, and tracks. And
You know that cost them a pretty
Oh, yeah.
penny.
like, okay, yeah, we'll get you out. It's going to cost you 20 grand.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Well, don't say it, Rhonda. Let's see. Sorry, I gotta do that.
Time out. I love the timeout button.
Sorry, Rhonda, you just don't put it out there. What also blows my mind is when people move somewhere and then want to make it like the place they left. Yeah, that's a little weird too, like California. Thank you, Martin.
Well, it's a little different than the people coming here from other countries because they want to get away from their country, but then they're here touting their flag and touting their... It's like, well, if you loved it so much, why'd you leave?
Yeah. It's okay, Rhonda. It's just like when you say it, that just, now we're going to have an issue. So. Yeah, we got an area out here in Nevada the same way. No snowplows even go down out there. Yep, makes sense. Yeah, that was one thing that always confused me. I see so many TikTok videos about that being like, okay, we have our town, things are like this here, but they get a lot of like West Coast people like kind of immigrating in, and then they want to make it into like West Coast.
And they left the West Coast because
it's like,
of how crazy it is.
Yeah, you left California because it's gotten so bad, but then you're gonna try and like make the same rules apply? Like, you learned nothing?
That's a definition of insanity.
Yeah. Like, oh gosh. Oh, I'm gonna send you a list.
Well, take no rush. I got another half hour or so till I get there.
Okay. Do need a...
There's so many projects I want to do. I just mentally I can't even put my head around it.
What's up?
I'm just trying to
Mentally
prepare.
All right, well.
Start the truck.
All right, guys. I gotta make a grocery list, and possibly shovel off the balcony. So I'm gonna end the live now. You guys have a fantastic day. I will be on TikTok later to finish one of my paintings. If you guys wanna. Yeah, I got 3 eggs yesterday, all before 12:30, because I checked on my way back from getting everything cleared. So, all right, I'll be on TikTok later, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. You guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.